the default mode network. All of us run this inner monologue. And really, as soon as we stop being busy, it starts. And it will replay things from the past. It will replay grudges against people, our families. It goes all over everywhere. It's kind of our stream of consciousness. So when it's running, and if we're replaying stories from the past, it will activate our stress response in our bodies. We gear up to fight. Okay, you guys, this is what many of us are running all the time. And the reason I'm spelling it out is I'm wanting you to help you witness what I am not wanting, and I really want to spell this out, that supposing you're struggling with thoughts that are running and old memories and everything, and then you go, oh, and I'm stressing my body. Oh, look at me. What a bad girl. Don't do that. That will increase the price of the chemicals in your body. These thoughts are not you. Okay, this is a big deal, you guys. Our inner monologues, we think it's us, and it's not. It's basically just our ego, driving all around, but it's based on nothing true at the deepest level. We can think, oh yeah, I fell and hurt my knee when I was 4 and nobody picked me up. So we have that. But on another level, this whole experience we're in is illusion. This over time, listening to this stuff for years and years and years, it builds big ruts, and the ruts get deeper as we get older. Oh my goodness, it's sort of like eating garbage, a lot of it, Ugh. We let this run. It actually stops us from bringing in new positive memories to weave in to change our patterns. Do you see? So we get even more lodged in this kind of what turns into kind of small-minded, feeling threatened. And lots of times, you guys, this default mode network will skew our perceptions towards being threatened, towards being criticized, towards being hated, when it isn't even there. The person, that we're, the way we treat, we're totally putting our ego stamp over a fairly neutral situation. This happens over and over. I'll tell you, if you really step back to witness yourself, if you go far enough, you will see this. It can be very shocking, and it's also why I'm really big on reality testing. If you're upset with someone, go back and go like, I've just been feeling a little, bothered or upset, and I'm just wondering, I just want to check that this is what you meant by what you said. It has to be done very gently, very humbly. And it has to be the right person that you do it with. Like the person has to be honorable enough that they can respond to you at the level that you're doing it. And if they're not honorable enough, I would say, just make space. That's what I would do in my life. If I couldn't reality check with somebody, I would make space. It's a very, very powerful thing to do, because lots of times you get whole new information that you never even considered because you were running from your default mode network, which is basically your ego recycling its stuff. That's, you guys, it can make us humble. If you get this, that your thoughts are a lot fueled by your ego and a little twisted that way, it can make you humble, like open to learn in the best way. The cure for all this is even 10 minutes of meditation, morning and night, 20 minutes better, saying your mantra, chanting. Because as soon as you start bringing in this, you know, the meditation, chanting, prayer, I mean, even the prayers, when you speak them, they are the vibrations are transmitted through the tissues in your throat and everything. They go down to the vagus nerve. There's another really, really important thing that prayer does. And I feel like this is absolutely crucial. And what happens during prayer or chanting, the blood flows to our periphery of our body more. And this leads to feelings of, you know, being safe, to feeling meaning. Yeah, and that we're safe. Meaning and predictable. Things are predictable enough. Like when we pray and chant, the psyche feels, oh, okay, we're going to be safe for a while. Relax. The blood goes to the periphery. You stop feeling threatened. You stop feeling defensive. You start experiencing what is outside you as more, you know, part of you. That is a state of realization. Okay, if you keep playing there, that is what the self-realized person walks around in, that everything is them. That's why it's a really important state to cultivate, to help your body get used to. This kind of thinking that I'm expressing to you silences the default mode network. It's like ill-equipped. It can't run. It's stopped, at least for a time. But Pramasudha came to this way of thinking through feeling every emotion, you know, by feeling all the dreariness, all the negative emotions, feeling them, journaling them, watching them until they all went away. And please understand this. Any negative emotion you've got running, any grudge, any hatred, if you just feel it and watch it, what will happen is the diamond at the core of that emotional complex will release out, and you'll get the gem. You'll get a soul understanding coming through. Like you get past a diamond. Every time you do this, you guys. That's why it's important not to go, oh no, this is terrible. I feel this way. This is terrible. My default network's getting bigger. Oh no, don't do that. Just feel it all. And you will get the gems. Now, the other thing that happens, you guys, is when you start to witness, what can happen is with the ego starts to resist, so it can even seem to get darker. So you just have to keep the prayers going, keep the meditation going, and your ego will let go and it will get lighter. The thing I don't want you to do is to fight this inner monologue, because if you're students of the awareness satsang, you know that whatever you fight gets bigger. And if you're fighting your ego, it's a mug's game, because the part that's fighting it is the ego. It's just the ego being tricky, trying to get you to fight all this so it can get bigger, because it will get bigger. You know, it's very like somebody who's wanting to take over a country, and they will do unfair things and provoke the population. And then when the population rises up and, you know, acts badly, then they bring in martial law. And there's more loss of freedom. You see, what goes on in us is also going on in the world and also in the physical world. It's all one. And, you know, this might be hard to follow with your heads, all of it. But please know you can get the energy with which it's spoken. You can get the heart of what I'm saying. You are getting the intention with which I'm speaking. That is being communicated to you as well. At the foundation of this default mode network is the grief of our separation from the divine. This default mode network is built on top of your biggest gift. It's built right on top of what you're meant to bring forward in this life. You'll do it this life or another life, but you will come forward with your true gift at some point. Sometimes we start on it in a life and maybe can take 2 or 3 lives actually to free it. And I'm saying that not to discourage you, but to give you like just space. But if you really want it, you will tend to get it too. This default mode network is the result of countless lives, countless experiences, countless impressions. And this is what our soul works with all the time in us, trying to get through it enough to communicate with us. And our souls are so happy when they have a body who's willing to listen. Like that is, for the soul, that is just a personality and a body that's willing to transform. For the soul, it is nirvana.